All right, number 3, how do we lose weight doing intermittent fasting? Basically, calorie deficit, calories in versus calories out. So you do that over weeks to months, you're gonna see a lot of change, especially if you're tracking your macros and you know you're in a calorie deficit, you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna lose a little bit of muscle, you're gonna lose visceral fat, and you're gonna lose subcutaneous fat. But people don't walk around and just go, oh, I lost all this weight, I lost all this visceral fat and subcutaneous fat and this and that, and I lost a little bit of muscle. Not really. You don't need to get caught up in that stuff. Basically, why you lose weight on intermittent fasting is because you're generally eating in a calorie deficit, because it is very hard to get all your calories in that eating window. Like even eating big meals, if you're eating clean, say, just like chicken breast, just sauteed veggies, and moderate amount of carbs, like it is quite hard to gain weight on that, given you know your calories and your portion control your meals, all right? So, and that's why you lose weight. Why it works, obviously, because you have an eating window and people, they'll be like, nah, I can't eat now because I'm in my fasting period, all right? They don't eat. And then if you prepare your meals, you're prepped, you know what you're doing, then the likelihood of actually going out and gorging on shit food, it's not gonna happen. And if you do, plan for it. Plan your cheat meal, plan that kind of stuff. That's why people lose weight on it. Number 4, guys, all right, is intermittent fasting for everyone? No. Why it works well for me is I've got a very busy lifestyle, and eating later in the day, not eating carbs, so I'm not really weighed down. In that morning period, I don't have to worry about eating food, all right? More productive. I don't have to prep, say, 6 meals a day. As I done an eating video, I prepped 2 meals and I had a pre-prepared meal for dinner. That's 3 meals, 20 minutes. That's all I spent on cooking, and obviously washing up might take me 10 minutes. So I was prepared, it really just comes down to your lifestyle. If you're a person that, say, sits at your desk and you like to graze or a grazer, you might eat 6 meals a day. But what works for me is I've got a pretty active lifestyle, especially considering work and working out and all that kind of stuff. It just having bigger meals and only eating a few times a day works for me. Whether it works for everyone else, completely different story. You don't know unless you try it, right? As I said before, it's not a diet, it's just a schedule on how you eat. Number 5, guys, maintaining muscle mass on intermittent fasting. So people refer to it as a diet. As I said, guys, it's not a diet. All right, so to maintain muscle mass in any kind of dieting when you're eating a calorie deficit is to keep a higher protein diet. Obviously, protein upregulates muscle retention, okay? So you wanna follow these recommendations. This is from metadata analysis from the ISSN. So 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So for me, say I'm 100 kilos, 200 grams would be the higher end of the amount of calories I'll need. People, when they're doing, say, bodybuilding shows and they're in a massive deficit, they're getting lean, like super lean, they're getting down towards that 6%, eat anywhere of up to, say, 2 grams per pound of body weight. That's a lot of protein. Anyway, so if you bump your protein up a little bit, you're gonna maintain your muscle mass. Obviously, because as I said before, when you're in a calorie deficit and you're losing weight, you're gonna lose muscle. It's just natural, okay? But people are like, oh, but I look jacked, I look bigger. The thing is though, because you've lost fat, that muscle that's underneath all that water weight and the fat stores is gonna pop more. It's gonna, you're gonna look a lot more fuller and crisp. As you'll see, people with no shirts on when they're lean look bigger than people that hold a lot more body fat. That's just how it is, all right? So, eat a high protein diet and then just adjust your carbs and fats to make up your macronutrient, like your calorie intake for the day. So as I said, I'll shoot for anywhere, say I'm 95 kilos, I'll shoot from anywhere from 150 to 200 grams of protein a day. Obviously that varies just with life and things, but I'm always getting in 2 meals at least with some sort of meat and getting in a protein shake. So I know I'm at least getting 150 grams of protein a day. That's me personally, everyone's different, that's just what I do. I also said before, guys, you want to have your protein evenly distributed throughout your meals. If you're having, say, you're fasting, say from lunchtime to 8 o'clock at night, you've got an 8-hour eating window. Sorry, not fasting. If you have an eating window from say midday to 8 o'clock at night, say you might eat every 2 to 3 hours during that period, you've got, say, 3 to 4 meals, evenly spread your protein out during that. Okay, don't eat it all in one meal, because spreading out evenly is your protein uptake's gonna be a lot better. As Lane had another study there, they pretty much compared eating it all in one meal as opposed to spread out, and the difference between muscle mass gains that was made on this actual study for however long it went for was 2%. Obviously 2% isn't a lot, but like if that's a variable you can control, that's something you want to do, all right? Just spread that shit out. But as life, but just like considering life in general, like you might just have to get it all in one meal. But if you can spread it out, do that. All right, number 6, guys, just wrapping up the pros. Okay, so the pros, my personal consideration of what the pros are, you save money, you're saving time. You're not eating 6 meals a day. You're not really eating in a calorie surplus when you're doing intermittent fasting. If you are, it's probably not the smartest decision. So saving money, okay, because you're eating less. You may be eating bigger meals, but you don't have to worry about, say, buying breakfast and buying lunch, then buying dinner. Like you might just do lunch and dinner. All right, so and then saving time on meal prepping. As I said before, time is money. And then for the last point, basically increase productivity. That same again, that comes in time, and then that comes into money. Increase productivity. You don't have to worry about prepping meals, cooking, cleaning, just all that general BS. And you'll be like, say it might be 10 o'clock, and most people be like, oh, I've got to eat, it's nearly lunchtime. You'll be like, cool, I'm gonna start my fasting window at 2 instead of 12, and I'll finish up eating at about 10 o'clock at night, getting your calories. All right, so then they'll just push their meal back. Like being flexible, you're flexible when you're eating. So they're the pros, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. If you've got any comments or anything, just drop them below. Here's a quick little workout I did from the other day. I hope you guys enjoy.
Have a vision. Think big. Ignore the naysayers. Work your ass off and give back and change the world. Because if not us, who? If not now, when? What is the secret to success? The long version is that I actually always had 5 rules. And everything that I did, I always used those 5 rules, and those 5 rules helped me to become successful in various different areas. And I believe that those rules can be applied to almost anyone and everyone. You don't need to be a bodybuilding champion, you don't need to want to be a governor of California or to be an action hero or anything like that. If you want to excel in whatever you do, those rules are for you. It's that simple. I have to tell you right off the top that I always was very intense. As a kid already, I was very intense and I was very hungry.